and welcome back to Judith Plains. Well, we have found out something quite interesting that we haven't realised until now. I was just looking at the productions. We've got a whole load of dried corn. We've got 62,894 litres in the truck just now. That's all the dried corn we have. We're waiting to put that into the ethanol plant in the unorthodox way. But we figured out why it's not taking dried corn, and I'm going to show you once we pull up into here. We've also done 3 contracts and we spent $7,560 on 6 bags of seeds. We did we did barley in field 110, alfalfa in field 69, and we ploughed field 39 as well. But we'll just pull over here. So we have got dry corn in there and it isn't taking it, and there's no... Just get maneuvered a bit here. There we go. There is no way it takes it in here, and we figured out why. If you look on the right there, we've got 62,894 litres of dried corn. And when we go into here, obviously we take corn and make it into dried corn with the flame logo beside the corn. But in here, it's got the different kind of corn and it's got sun because it's dry corn, not dried corn. So I think there's something to do with potentially precision farming, something that tells us the moisture content of it and when it's either corn or dry corn. So that's why it's not been taken up. Obviously when we go in here, what have we got? 62894. Right, we'll remember that. 62894. And we stand beside here. And we go to, is it there? Yeah, so tip to trigger. So we have dry corn there. There we go, 62894 dry corn, 62894. But that's saying dry corn, so that's added, and it's called dry corn. So we've been putting dried corn into something that should have dry corn. Right, before we forget, let's go and empty the trailer now because we've put that into the production. So same again, we're on the back hopper. We need to go to vehicle. Unit 1 we're going to empty, and unit 2. And then skip to the front hopper. And then empty unit 1, empty unit 2. So that is us empty now, and when we go to the production, we've got 69,784 litres in there. So yeah, I think it's something to do with precision farming, or there's a mod somewhere that I haven't noticed. I don't know if I can't find the mod for it. I have messaged, is it DJ Modding? I've messaged him to see if there's something that I haven't done or something very basic that I've overlooked probably. User error, obviously. It could be me. Either that or there's something in the game that is preventing this, or this should have been dried corn and you need the dryer. I don't know. But there may be a way to change this dry corn to dried corn manually in the XML files. I may have to do that. But I'm going to wait and see what DJ says and what he gets back to me with. But until then, we're going to still use the corn dryer because obviously it does cost us money to do this at $5,640 a month. So it's not cheap. So it's $11,000 a month to dry the corn. So it is costing us money. It's not like we're doing it for free and putting dry corn in for nothing. Dry corn would be better if we've got precision farming and the moisture content was like, I don't know what it would range from, maybe 9 to 11%. I don't know if it goes with real life figures. I'm imagining that would be dry corn compared to like 17 to 19% moisture. We don't know, but it's still costing us money to make dry corn if it was available in the field with precision farming. But we'll keep doing it this way because it is costing a bit of money. The potato processing, we are 3,700 litres of olive oil, 15,700 litres of potatoes, so they're doing fine just now. We should actually have a pallet sitting there because this was up to about 1,400 litres I think, and now it's dropped down to 174, so there must be a pallet there waiting for us. And we could probably throw some more corn in. How much have we got left? 93,000 litres, right? So this probably isn't going to last too long. The contracts, we can complete them now as well. We did that ploughing contract in field 39, $51,011. A field 110, which was barley. There was a $400 lease cost as well, so $27,918 in total. And field 69 was alfalfa, $21,462 after the lease cost. We only leased it because we don't actually have a seeder. We only have a planter, and I forgot about that. I was going to do this cultivating contract, and there was another, there's two sunflower contracts, and I think there's a sunflower as well, somewhere, or maybe not. That's soybeans. I was going to do the soybean contract as well, but you don't get much from soybeans, so I don't think we'll be left with much at the end. And there's a ploughing contract, a spraying contract, and there's a fertilizing contract as well, but we need to keep an eye on these pigs as well. There's not much being used at all, so I don't know how much potatoes I'm going to get in to top up the root crops. But we need to figure out what we're doing for next year. We do have it mapped out to hopefully purchase field 20 and put corn into fields 9, 13 and 20 if we purchase it. So we've got plenty of corn for next year. Sorghum's going into fields 2 and 10 where the corn was to rotate it. And fields 3 and 7 is going to get sugar beet. If we have enough money, we're going to purchase field 11 and put some barley or wheat or maybe oats in there, whatever we can use. And that is going to be for the straw. I'm just thinking actually we can do, it's probably better doing wheat or barley because we can use that to feed the pigs for the grains as well. So it's going to be wheat or barley to give us straw to then give to the pigs so that we can get straw in there for bedding to then give us some manure as well to make use of the manure pit because that wasn't cheap. However, we've got $288,665 in the bank now, so that is going to see us through hopefully until around March time with the payments coming off for the headers and the quad track as well. So I don't know if there's actually any pallets of ethanol ready yet. There may be maybe one. Oh, there's quite a few. There's 4 pallets already. That's pretty good. Right, we're going to go back and see that pallet of potato chips. Then we're going to get our fields ploughed and cultivated so they're ready and they've got time to dry out for planting next year. So we'll do a little time lapse of that. And we'll see what else there is. Hopefully we can give the rest of that potatoes in the trailer to the pigs so they can eat that. Or it makes the ration right. It kind of fills that up, that last 5% for the root crops. Right, we're going to get that done, do a little time lapse, and we're probably going to be later on this evening, probably about maybe 7 o'clock, see if there's anything else to do, and then jump into tomorrow. So let's get going. that's that 2 cornfields done, so let's just take a quick look and see what other ones need ploughed and if that ones need limed as well. Because the rain is due as well. I did look 8 o'clock and it's now 4. So we've only got 4 and a bit hours, and then it's going to start raining on us. So we need lime. Just field 2, field 9 doesn't need it. And I thought field 13 needed, it does. And 10 and 13 need ploughed as well. Right, so we need to do that too, and then we need to cultivate 7. I thought we needed to cultivate 7 as well. That's odd. Oh, it doesn't say that. Right, we need to cultivate 7 as well. And 3 doesn't need it, just cultivate 3 and 7. So 10 and 13 still need to be ploughed. Probably limed as well. But we need to lime this field, so that's another thing to do. But I think we're going to have to wait until tomorrow to do the liming, even if we get the ploughing and cultivating done. We should manage to do it tonight, before midnight I would assume anyway. But I think because of the rain, we need to wait for lime until tomorrow. Let's see if the pigs have done anything with their feed yet. Very, very slow. But they're getting up there 69% health, so they are working away for their health. So field 10 here needs to be done, and then the field with potatoes as well, that also needs to be done. So we'll work away and do that. We're not going to do a time lapse of this ploughing because we've done long enough already. So we'll get this done, a bit of cultivating, finish up for tonight. Hopefully we can get the rest of that potatoes in. If not, we'll have to throw that tractor in the shed. I'm just going to change this to 1 headland if we can. I don't know why I picked 2. There we go. Right, we'll just start on this track because it's right here. We'll get done with this. We'll see you in a couple of hours once we've got this done and the fields cultivated. And probably jump into tomorrow if there isn't much else to do. But I was saying, I think it was it the last episode or the one before? This plough ran quite quick, and I've not got anything on that can change, like I can change the speed here, and it changed the recommended speed to 36, which is way too fast. But even with it turned off, it was offering to go much quicker. I've set the speed at 15 miles an hour because it was going to 18 and still wanted more. So the tractor is very powerful, I'll give it that. It's a very good tool. I wonder what speed it actually goes to. Let's try it on this run here without the cruise control. Let's see how fast it actually goes to before it'll stop working. We'll just send it on this run and see what we get to. We're in 16 high already. It's maybe not a long enough run to get the speed up, but it was hitting 18 on that first field we did, so I decided 15 on the cruise is more than enough. There's 18 again. 19. I think we'll stick to 15. That seems like a decent kind of speed for this. That's maybe why it was plowing through the contracts, I suppose. Yeah, no pun intended there. But yeah, so it's very quick. The tractor very obviously handles this implement very easily. So I think we'll work away with it on 15 miles an hour on cruise control, and we will get these fields cultivated, ploughed, and we will see you either later on today to feed the pigs, although I don't think they will need feed, and we'll put that trailer in the shed, get ready for tomorrow, and we need to set some more corn drying as well for tomorrow. So we'll either see you in a couple hours or we'll see you first thing in the morning. Well, it's just moved into November now. It's just after midday. I should have taken less in that bucket. I keep forgetting about this issue. Oh, we're going to have to try and find... In fact, what's in the sale right now? We need to find a small tractor. No. Or a medium tractor even. It needs to be bigger than the Agco we've already got. because you need to put a front loader on it, because obviously this is a front loader bucket, and it's going to be better for moving about the sugar beet and potatoes as well. But a little bit easier than using this thing, and we can put this back over with our forks to the ethanol plant, because we're going to need that pretty soon there to start moving about all the pallets we have there. But we have done one contract. Whoa. We have done one contract that we need to actually collect for just now. So Field 86 did that this morning. That was cultivating, $48,014. We're not doing any more contracts. That's going to be us right through until around March. Because we did calculate it up. We're spending about $44,000 a month on financing, which means between now and March, we're going to spend about $177,000 roughly. So we've got just under 290,000 in the bank. I'm just topping up this potato factory just now to keep it going. But we do have a small expense coming. If you have seen just round to the side here, behind this potato factory, there is a massive flat area. I'll just jump out of this view actually, that's going to be easier. So we had a team in today. Oh, almost tipped it there. We had a team in today to flatten out this bit and put down some gravel. There is a new shed going down in there. It is $80,000, so that contract is kind of paid for half of that. And it's going to have enough storage for some of our equipment, and it also has a bay for doing mechanical work over the winter season to our equipment as well. So we can repair things on the farm instead of having to take it to the dealership at the top of the map, which is going to be quite a challenge to do that. A logistical nightmare, if you will. Right, that's that topped up. That should do it just now. We need to go and take all the corn we have dried. Now the dryer has stopped, I think we'll just double check here actually. So that's our potato chips. We have one pallet and almost 2 pallets, I think. Right, what we're going to do, corn dryer, that's what we're going to look at. So that has been stopped. There's 10,000 litres in there. We have worked out roughly that we need about 120,000 litres of dry corn in total. So we've got 64,000 litres there. We have 40,000 litres in storage plus whatever is up in here. Because we have filled this trailer up, we've stopped filling it with corn because I don't think we need any more. We've kind of washed all the equipment up ready and parked it in here out of the way as best as we can. It was a nightmare with the headers, but they do fit. Right, we need to go and take this, dump this all into, or we need to take out what's left. We've got 10,000 litres of dried corn. So that's the corn drying done now, I think, for this year. So we've got 22,000 litres in there, plus what's in our storage. So we need to go and put this into our silos, take the Super B up, fill it up fully with whatever we've got, and take it over to our ethanol plant to keep it running. That should do it all the way until the dried corn is finished, and then that's going to be it, because we'll need to get more propane and we don't have enough dried corn. We don't have enough corn to do more dried corn to keep the production going. So that's that tipped in there now. We have 52,000 litres, so that should be enough to see us through. But yeah, that big area there, we've got the big shed going in. That should be later today, then we can work on our tractors sort of tomorrow in December as well. We're not using them. But just now we're going to load up the Super B, take it over to the ethanol plant. We'll just leave this there because we're going to have to juggle about equipment pretty soon once this new barn arrives. And we have had a thought as well. We were initially, if we look at the map here, we did get rained out as well after we ploughed. We had to stop once we finished ploughing last night and then had to do it earlier this morning because we had a little spell of rain this morning again. But we've managed to get all of our fields cultivated and ploughed ready. We do need to lime a few of them. We were initially going to put sugar beet into fields 3 and 7. We've changed our mind. Now we're going to put barley, and we're going to plant that in April into fields 3 and 7 so that we can have some extra barley for our pigs, because that gives us the grain, and it also gives us straw as well to give to them for bedding, which gives us manure, which we can then use again on our fields for all of the stuff that goes to the ethanol plant and the stuff we grow for the pigs. The only reason for that is we are going to have a surplus of potatoes, I would imagine, because the pigs aren't taking much. And we're not going to get enough processed through our factory either. So we're going to have plenty of potatoes this year and next year. So sugar beet's definitely going to be the year after, not next year. So that's the reason for switching to barley, and that gives us straw to put in for bedding. But we do need to buy a baler, so another expense. But we're going to fill this up, take this all over to our ethanol plant to keep it running, and we'll probably jump into tomorrow or December, and we'll see this new barn and take a walk around, and then we'll check up on the pigs as well. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Well, it's just moved into the 2nd of November and our new shed is finally up. We've washed some more equipment to get it ready for storage over the winter. We did do another couple of contracts. We did a ploughing contract, a cultivating contract, and we did a seeding contract for clover. That in total got us about almost $77,000. So we'll go and complete that just now. So cultivating field 18, $17,997. Ploughing field 24, $31,734, and the seeding contract, it was a $400 lease cost because we still don't have a seeder and it's not really worth buying one yet, although we will need to, I think, pretty soon. That was $26,856. In fact, speaking about seeding, if we are going to put barley in, let's just double check our planter because I don't think we can use this. No, so we are going to need a small seeder or drill of some sort to put, because we just usually use corn, sorghum, maybe sunflowers. We can use it for putting in our sugar beet in 2 seasons time, soybeans if we want, and sunflowers. So we will need a planter as well, a seeder, sorry, we already have a planter. The fields aren't going to be that big, so we don't need to go silly and get a big seed hawk toolbar. That's been the most efficient one, price-wise, size-wise, and speed-wise, that we've always that's been our go-to. I think we're going to choose something different. I don't know which one to get. Something like this, because you need a front tank for that as well. I think that's maybe just going to be a bit different. It is 6 meters, so it's half of this one. Yeah, it's 12 meters. So it's half the size, but it's something different. We can't just keep going to the same one all the time. What about the sail? There's a track, that's a small tractor I think though, isn't it? That may be handy if we've got slurry from the pigs, but I think we're going to have to wait it out. How much slurry do they actually have now? 584 litres. So yeah, they are producing. So we've only got 18 pigs, we've had them for 1 month, and they've already produced almost 600 litres of slurry. We could probably put in a bit more potatoes, but I'm probably going to do that tomorrow because that should last maybe another month actually at 93 litres, because there's not much, they don't eat much food, which is good. The productions, small corn dryer has obviously stopped a while ago. We did add more potatoes in now and then just to keep it above 10,000 litres. We'll put maybe 5 or 6 buckets in just to keep it going. But the olive oil is lasting quite a while, so that's good. Ethanol plant, we are still good for that. How much do we have in? We've almost got another pallet, 992 litres, and we've got 10,000, so almost 11,000 litres now. So almost 11 pallets worth. If we sell that in May, it's $138,000, but I reckon we could get probably double that, to be honest, because we didn't start this until we started harvesting our corn. So yeah, there's plenty of them. And 5 pallets of potato chips, 25. Oh, that's the best price just now, even though it says March. Oh. They may be worth selling now then. But we'll keep an eye on that because it is coming into winter time now. We're just kind of getting ready. Everything's washed, put away, ready for repairing, because I think this needs repaired. Yeah, 51%. And only 8 months left on the finance as well, so that is good. But let's take a quick look at this. Then everything else is kind of fine, so we're just going to jump into tomorrow, but that's going to be in the next episode. We'll just nip through the doors. Where is our light switch? Here we go. Oh, very bright. So we can change our clothes in here. We can have a rest as well. Nice huge door to get equipment in. I think, I haven't tested this, but we will just now. I believe the plough can get in. I'm hoping it does, and obviously we've got all of our toolboxes here, all of our tools, so we can repair the equipment as we need. Save taking it all the way up to the top of the map. That just seemed a bit of a drag to do that, to be honest. It'd take quite a while, several days to take all the equipment up one by one and in bits. But yeah, nice large door here. I think it's probably the same size as that side. And obviously in here we can drive straight through out the other side, which we have made a kind of a little area there to turn and come back around the side of the potato shed. So a nice huge storage area. So this is fantastic. We'll probably put the washer in here as well, out of the way just for the winter. We'll probably sit in the corner here. But yeah, a fantastic addition to the farm. A nice big shed to work on and maintain our equipment. But we'll just try this now since we're here. I did look to see if this would work, and it does look like it almost fits, but it's going to be very, very close. Something tells me no. Yeah, see, it bumped up on the concrete there. Unless there's no collision. So, in theory, no. I don't know if we can get a view just above the door there. So it is just above the door. But there isn't a collision, so... I mean, yes, it comes inside. Oh, no. Well, if you see the tracks, they're moving back. So there is a collision, but it's only on the inside. Well, the only way I could think to do this is if we pull forward just a little bit and then start to unfold it. Oh, that's not going to work either. Oh, no. Well, and we're stuck against the toolbox as well. That's... Well, we've just made... we've made a mess of this. Well, we're going to have to drive out somehow. I'm not sure quite how we're going to do that yet. Yeah, so we've stuck the plough, essentially, in our brand new shed. And it looks like all the doors are the same size, so... We're going to have to figure a way to get this out of here. It's a good job we've got nothing planned and the contracts are all done for this year, but apart from the plough being stuck in there, we have this new shed, and we're going to try and figure out how to do this. Yeah, bit of an oversight there. So there's no collision going in the door, but there is coming out. I should have just stopped outside the door and just left it there. So yeah, I'm going to figure that out. Our productions are running just perfectly. We have our potato pallets here. I don't know if it just takes one there. It looks like it'll take 2 pallets. This is 2,000 litres a pallet. It should have a second pallet. Maybe we have to move each one as it comes. We're going to have to move them anyway before the snow comes tomorrow, which will be in December, the next month. But yeah, we've achieved quite a lot this episode, and obviously this brand new building with our plough stuck inside. Right, I'm going to go and figure this out, and we'll see you in the next episode where hopefully there's a good bit of snowfall on the ground, and we have a list of the equipment we've repaired and how much we've paid for it. So we can't spend too much. We can spend about $80,000 because we need to keep about 100 and I think it was 177. We'll say 180,000 to keep a round figure. That's what we need in for the finance and all of our equipment, both headers and the quad track. That's what we need to keep in the bank to last us until March, when I'm assuming the next contracts are going to come in. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, apart from the plough being stuck in here, which I didn't enjoy. But we'll see you in the next one very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon for the next one.